Hey, what's up guys? It's Monday morning. Monday morning. The guys are running late right now, so I'm out here on the property early, and I had to dig up some rock and put some mulch down, so I just went ahead and knocked that out. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on some trimming. We are using the Husqvarna 520s, the battery operated hedge trimmers. We're using those now. I love those things, man. That's definitely our new go-to when it comes to trimmers, trimming hedges. We are, I'm waiting for the long articulating, telescoping hedge trimmers from Husqvarna. They're gonna be battery operated. Those are gonna be pretty sweet. Let me darken that up, sorry y'all. But those are gonna be pretty sweet. So for now we got the mid-size, but yeah, it's gonna be telescoping and articulating. I cannot wait for those. So while the guys are here, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna get busy, y'all. How these are so quiet, you can just talk over them. So yeah, look at the cut that we get with these things. It's they're incredible, man. Like, look at that. Woo, it's no Paul Camara, but you know what I'm saying, these things are sweet. One thing that we always want to make sure is that we always look at that garage line, and we never allow the hedge to come past that garage line. You can see how this is kind of coming past it maybe a couple of inches, so we're going to tighten that up right there. So we got some Pittis porums over there. We'll tighten those up. Some more loropetalums. I love loropetalums, man. Loropetalums are beautiful. All right, guys, also they're ahead of me, so we don't have the tarps with us. They're in the truck. But for those of you that freak out about trimming hedges near mulch or on top of mulch, if you know how to use a blower, you can create sort of a vacuum when you blow just above the clippings, and it'll suck up and blow out the lightest material, which is always going to be the hedge clippings and not the mulch that's been rained on and that's kind of getting matted in. So you can blow it off very effectively if you know how to use a blower correctly. All right, guys, so one thing that I definitely do, and I see a lot of guys that do not do this, is all of these hedge clippings that are left over, especially on these viburnum like this, they'll end up just, I'll go by tons of hedges and I'll see them just dead hedge clippings on top because people don't come by and blow it off afterward. And I notice that, you know, people don't blow it off sometimes because they don't want, you know, little branches sticking up, then they have to go back and trim it again to keep it even, but you got to do it right, man. So I'm gonna show you guys, whenever I blow, I use a blower to blow this off the mulch, what that looks like. And just a quick tip, especially on, I always have these in, especially on like loropetalums, which are the pinkish purple hedges. You'll notice when I trim, I kind of fillet. And if the shooters are really tall, I'll chop them down, you know, like you're chopping cucumber, onions, or whatever, because I notice that if you're blowing them out, that when you blow them out, if you try to blow them out and they're big long pieces, they stick like spider web because they're pretty sticky. It's pretty sticky leaves on those, the branches, everything's pretty sticky on them. So like I said, I just kind of, just a tip, if you're trimming loropetalum, just kind of you know, fillet them down, and it just makes it easier to blow and clean up. So I'm going to use this Schroeder right here, and this blower is pretty good so far. I would not put it up like against a BR6, I mean like 700 or 800 quite, but it's almost there. This is not their top of the line by any means. This is not their BR800. They do have one that is like their BR800. But this is perfect for doing like the sidewalks, the walkways, things of that nature. I wouldn't stand out here far and use it to blow the streets off. But otherwise, I think this thing's pretty cool. I'm really liking it so far. It's very, very light. I'm turning it into my cleanup blower for sure. Definitely easier having tarps out here. Well, it's quicker. All right, so that'll be good to go whenever I mow, because all this stuff will mulch up really good. Viburnum clippings mulch up really, really, really well. They will just disintegrate. You won't even notice or know that they were ever even there, yo. So what is really awesome, which I'm stoked about, call me simple-minded, I don't care. The Husqvarna 520 battery, 520 IH e-battery operated hedge trimmers do fit inside the Green Touch trimmer racks. So you can mount these on an, you know, an open trailer by that side right there, and you just turn these around that way. But what's killer is these suckers fit. And what's awesome, you know, there's no gas, you know what I'm saying? So you can sit these upside down, but this is how I sit them in here, and they fit in here really, really well. Trailer, I mean, the racks have just been doing killer. We still rock them, love them. Even though he shouldn't have left the key in there, he should have taken that with him and locked it. But he saw me coming up here, so maybe that's why. But yeah, there we go right there. Love it, love it, love it, y'all. Boom! All right, so I wrapped it up for the day. I got some other things to go do. They're just finishing up a little bit of mowing and all that stuff, so not too bad. We got out of there, you know, about 3:50 today, so not too bad. Usually we're there till about 4:30, so we knocked that out today. So that Husqvarna, one thing I meant to point out to you guys is what's really cool on the Husqvarna is if you forget to turn it off, it's okay, because it'll automatically shut off after so long. So which is pretty sweet. Oh, I'm back in the Toyota right now. I just felt like switching. I miss the Toyota. I actually like the Toyota a lot. I know that, you know, the Chevy, I got leather seats and all that in it. And I don't know, just something about the Toyota, man, that I really just like the Yoda. I can't help it. So anyways, what I was saying was is that Husqvarna battery operated one, it's got the switch, you just long press it to turn it on, but if you don't do anything with it afterward, it'll end up shutting off on its own, which is pretty cool. So I love that. The first time it did, I didn't realize it did. I was like, oh crap, what's wrong? I long pressed it, and after a couple minutes, if you don't operate, it'll shut off on its own, which is neat. Those are definitely our go-to hedge trimmers. Like I said earlier, that's just what we're using from now on, battery operated hedge trimmers. It gets us through the whole day, and we have as many hedges to trim as anybody else. Listen, I'm just gonna tell you, I'm not trying to say listen if I say so, but listen, if I say so, we have, I mean, we're on a 30-acre property. We don't trim the whole thing. We do it in sections. Like once a week, basically, you get your hedges trimmed, and that's how we break everything up. So we do about 4 straight hours of trimming. I mean, 4 consistent straight hours of trimming, sometimes up to 6. And the battery gets us through the whole day. It's not 10 hours where I use it a couple times. It actually gets us through the whole day and halfway through the next day. And that's just the one battery. And it's freaking dope. It's awesome. And yeah, so the Gravely has just been phenomenal. I love that thing. That is, to me, it's still the stand-on king. I love the new deck system they got. I know Ferris has a similar system. Ferris has been using that for a while. But what I love about the new deck suspension system versus the conventional way with chains is that the deck doesn't move around like it does when it's hanging off of a chain. And that part I love. I have noticed less scalping, like bouncing around. It's just great, man. I'll keep a review coming probably at the end of May. And that's about it. But, you know, I want to end this on something. I want to end this on us really taking this moment and realizing something. I had some epiphanies today. I just really had some epiphanies today, and I thought it was really, really important to share it. I think that I think there's a lot of things happening. Sorry if that air conditioning was so loud. Sorry about that, y'all. But it's hot. It's hell. It's going to be 100 degrees almost this weekend. But I think that if we can take anything away from this madness that's happening, and it's not over yet, and it's going to be a little while before it's over. I don't know what the end game is going to be, but I just want to address this. With this whole stay home and people saying don't go cut lawns, don't go to work, just stay home and get through it. I don't know who those people are saying that stuff. I'm not going to get into it, but what I am going to tell you is, if you can mow a lawn and you're allowed to without getting tackled by the FBI, CIA, or local police department, your clients want you to go mow that lawn, because if you ain't there, I'm going to be there mowing it. I'll tell you right now. We're not going up shaking people's hands. We're not doing any of that stuff. What we're doing is saying hi. We're making jokes like 6 feet, 6 feet. That's like the joke that we're having with our clients. And we are not causing any danger to anybody by being out mowing grass. We have gloves that we bought, like, so when we go to the gas station, we will use use the pump, and we will use gloves. We will not use our bare hands just in case, because that's where it gets spread a lot, is through gas pumps. We take all those precautions. We got all the guys' gloves, got a mask and all that stuff. Having said that, guys, you know, just do your job. Just do what you need to do. Take care of your family. If you don't want to go to work and you can afford not to, by all means, yeah, whatever. This is for people that are being told they shouldn't be leaving their house. Don't feel bad about it. I'm leaving my house. You're gonna have to tackle me out the door because I'm going to work. I go to work. But so, but what I do want to say is, I want to take something away from this madness that is happening. It has really, really made me realize some things. It's really made me realize how fortunate I am to have what I do have, and how unimportant it is to not have things that I don't have. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things I wish I had that I don't have, that during this and after this, I don't want anymore. Like, I think that it's a moment to really reflect and appreciate what we have and understand that we want more than we actually need. We want more than we need. I'm guilty of that. I want so many things that I really just don't need. And I think, if anything, this is something that is teaching me that lesson. I know it, I know better, but, you know, knowing better and then practicing because of emotional input and influence, and, you know, just technically just selfishness, you know, this whole thing has really changed my perspective. A couple things. Makes me want to work even harder to make sure that I'm never stressed out financially in an emergency. Makes me realize there are things that I need, and that things that I want and that I don't need. And I'm just changing some priorities around. And I don't know, I've just become more and more grateful for stuff, for things, for people. You know, not to be all cheesy, but I'm not a super religious guy, you know. I don't belong. I'm not Muslim, Christian, Catholic, you know, pescatarian. I'm not any of that, but I believe in God big time. I believe in God like I breathe air, you know, like I can hear myself talk. Like, I believe in God big time, and I don't believe that you have to own a religion in order to be grateful and to believe in God and talk to God. I don't believe that at all. I've been told that by a lot of, you know, deeply religious people, and I don't think they speak for everybody. But I'm just grateful, and I feel like something is happening, but I feel like something good out of it is going to happen for me personally, Leah, and my girls and our family. And I hope that you all can take away something from this madness. And I just really had this epiphany, and it started yesterday, and it really hit me today. And we're not stressed out or whatever. I'm gonna tell you what, like, if you know, if the end of things happen, the end of things happen. There's nothing we can do about it. So until then, like, I don't even care. Like, what I care about is what is tangible, what's in front of me, what I can do. But anyways, I want y'all to stay safe, do what you got to do, keep your fingers in the dirt, get it done. And I hope y'all have a good week, man. Y'all my brothers and y'all my sisters. I love y'all. All right, peace out.